Hey, Patriots fans, we've got a fresh look at everything unfolding in New England this week, and there's a lot to unpack ahead of the big matchup against the Los Angeles Chargers. The buzz surrounding this game has been building steadily, and with every injury update and roster note, the excitement for Patriots supporters only grows. The Chargers are facing some uncertainties in their lineup that could tip the scales, and the Patriots have some returning pieces that might just give them the edge they need. Looking closely at Los Angeles, one name stands out above the rest: Amarian Hampton. He has been a pivotal force in their running game, consistently shaping the Chargers' offensive identity with his physical style and ability to dominate between the tackles. His presence alone sets up everything else in their offense, from play-action passes to time of possession control. With Hampton limited or potentially out, the Chargers' offensive balance is immediately challenged. Kamari Vidal will likely step up as the primary back, but despite his talent, he doesn't bring the same experience or the same level of production, which opens a door for New England's defense to assert itself in a major way. The Patriots are returning two key defensive pieces in Milton Williams and Robert Spillane, both of whom have the skill set to anchor the front seven. Their experience in stopping the run and creating opportunities for turnovers is critical against a Chargers team that relies heavily on establishing their ground game. With these two back on the field, New England's ability to control the line of scrimmage strengthens dramatically, allowing the defense to dictate the tempo and force adjustments on the offensive side of the ball. The combination of a solid front seven and the Chargers' uncertainty at running back creates a scenario where Patriots fans have plenty to be hopeful about. On the offensive side, the Patriots have been finding their rhythm at the right moments. Drake May, who has been making waves with his consistent performance, has demonstrated the poise and decision-making necessary to capitalize on mismatches. His ability to lead the team, manage the clock, and make precise throws under pressure is especially crucial against a defense like the Chargers, which can be unpredictable when facing strategic adjustments. When you pair a quarterback operating at this level with a well-balanced supporting cast, New England's offense becomes a force that can exploit gaps created by the opposing defense or capitalize on any mistakes stemming from personnel changes. Justin Herbert and the Chargers' offensive line are going to face a complicated challenge. With Hampton limited, the onus falls more heavily on Herbert to carry the team's offensive production. The offensive line, which has struggled at points throughout the season, may not provide consistent protection, and this is where New England's pass rush can make a huge difference. When pressure is applied from the edge or through the interior, the quarterback is forced into difficult decisions. Every hurried throw or misstep increases the chance for turnovers, and the Patriots' defensive scheme is well suited to exploit that. The combination of uncertainty in the backfield and the returning defensive strength for New England creates a tactical advantage that can influence the entire flow of the game. Beyond the big names, there are other pieces that could have an impact. The Patriots have a few rotational defensive players listed as questionable, which means backups will need to step up to maintain consistency, particularly against a Chargers team that has shown the ability to exploit mismatches. Depth will be tested, and the coaching staff's adjustments will be key to keeping the defensive performance at a high level. On the Chargers' side, relying on less experienced players due to Hampton's absence could lead to mistakes or misreads under pressure. The Patriots can capitalize by mixing disciplined pass rush schemes with well-timed coverage adjustments to create turnovers or force negative plays. Individual performances also add another layer to the story. When players like Drake May are receiving league-wide recognition, it highlights not just talent, but the ability to impact games in high-pressure moments. These are the kinds of players who can shift momentum, inspire their teammates, and consistently perform when it matters most. For New England, having rising stars ready to step into critical roles adds depth to an already versatile lineup. This is particularly valuable when facing a team like the Chargers, who may be adjusting to the absence of a primary contributor in Hampton. The interplay of returning veterans and emerging talent puts the Patriots in a position to leverage both strategy and skill to their advantage. Strategic adjustments will play a crucial role in this matchup. If Hampton cannot carry the load, The Chargers might rely on a combination of younger backs and a heavier passing strategy. This shift could allow the Patriots to exploit weaknesses in multiple areas, including the offensive line and less experienced runners. By reading these adjustments and anticipating tendencies, New England's defensive staff can position players to maximize pressure, disrupt timing, and generate turnovers. Every personnel change and every tactical choice can significantly influence the outcome, and the Patriots are well-positioned to take advantage of these potential openings. The quarterback matchup is another story entirely. Herbert's need to compensate for a compromised running game puts added pressure on his performance. Every snap becomes a test of his ability to handle an accelerated pace and respond to defensive schemes designed to exploit his team's limitations. Meanwhile, the Patriots' offense continues to function efficiently, with Drake May and supporting players keeping drives balanced and sustainable. This combination of a potent offense and an opportunistic defense creates a game environment where New England can apply pressure in multiple phases, forcing the Chargers to react rather than execute their preferred strategies. Momentum is also influenced by the return of key defensive stars. Milton Williams and Robert Spillane bring not only talent, but leadership and experience, allowing the Patriots to control the line of scrimmage and dictate defensive matchups. Against a team like the Chargers, which relies on timing and precision, the presence of these players can alter the rhythm of the game. Containing the run, forcing rush throws, and generating turnovers are all possibilities that can swing momentum early, creating opportunities for New England to establish dominance and set the tone before the second half even begins. Offensive balance remains a strength for the Patriots. With emerging talent in the backfield and consistent play from receivers, New England can keep defenses honest and prevent them from overloading against one aspect of the offense. When a quarterback like Drake May is able to consistently read coverages and exploit matchups, it elevates the effectiveness of the entire unit. This balance is especially valuable against the Chargers team adjusting to injuries, as it forces defenders to account for multiple threats simultaneously. The mental aspect of the game is equally important. When the Patriots sense vulnerabilities in their opponent, they can make real-time adjustments that compound pressure on the Chargers. Linebackers and defensive backs can shift responsibilities based on in-game observations, allowing New England to exploit inexperienced players and capitalize on overextensions. Each decision builds on the previous one, creating a cascading effect that can disrupt the Chargers' offensive flow. The coaching staff's ability to read these patterns and the players' discipline to execute under pressure can turn potential weaknesses into decisive advantages. Special teams also play a role, often understated but crucial in close contests. Field position, coverage execution, and opportunistic plays can create momentum swings that amplify the impact of both offensive and defensive successes. In a game where injuries and adjustments shape much of the strategy, a reliable special teams unit can provide stability and create additional pressure on the opponent, contributing to the overall tactical framework the Patriots are establishing. The Chargers' offensive line struggles further emphasize the opportunities for New England. With inconsistent protection and a run game potentially diminished without Hampton, the Patriots' defensive front can generate pressure that magnifies every challenge Herbert faces. Disrupted timing and limited options in the passing game increase the probability of mistakes, giving New England a chance to convert pressure into points or turnovers. This tactical advantage, combined with the returning defensive players, creates a matchup that could favor the Patriots more than many realize. The combination of injuries, strategic adjustments, and individual performances sets the stage for a compelling contest. With Hampton's absence potentially reshaping the Chargers' offensive identity and the Patriots returning experienced defenders, New England has the ingredients for a high-leverage game. Every snap and every play carries weight, and the interplay of strategy, preparation, and execution will be critical. The Patriots' roster depth, preparation, and situational awareness have positioned them to exploit every opportunity presented by the Chargers' uncertainties. Finally, managing game tempo will be key. Controlling the clock, executing sustained drives, and applying bursts of pressure at strategic moments can force the Chargers to react rather than dictate. New England has the personnel and discipline to influence both offensive and defensive flow, leveraging both experience and emerging talent to maintain advantage. This multidimensional approach, combining precise execution, strategic awareness, and opportunistic play, could prove decisive as the game unfolds. As we continue to break down the Patriots and their upcoming clash with the Chargers, the focus shifts to the broader strategic implications and the individual matchups that could define the outcome. New England has shown an ability to adapt week to week, blending veteran insight with the energy and agility of younger players. This combination is particularly critical when facing an opponent like Los Angeles, where key injuries could force sudden changes in personnel and play calling. The Patriot staff has consistently demonstrated the capacity to recognize these moments and adjust accordingly, turning potential uncertainty into opportunity. One area where this adaptability will be tested is in the secondary, with the Chargers likely to lean more heavily on passing if their running game is compromised. Cornerbacks and safeties will be called upon to read plays quickly and anticipate the quarterback's decisions. Coverage responsibilities may shift mid-play, demanding focus, discipline, and communication. The return of experienced defenders gives the Patriots an edge in this scenario, as leadership and game awareness can help neutralize the threat of big passing plays and force Herbert into uncomfortable situations. Every decision on the back end can ripple forward, influencing pressure on the quarterback and the timing of his throws. Meanwhile, the Patriots' front seven will play a pivotal role in shaping the game's tempo, containing the run, generating consistent pressure, and maintaining gap integrity will be crucial against the Chargers' offensive line that has struggled to hold up against aggressive defensive fronts all season. If Hampton is sidelined or limited, the Patriots can exploit the reduced threat in the running game by stacking the box strategically or daring Herbert to make quick decisions under duress. Every disrupted timing window and forced throw increases the likelihood of errors, and New England's personnel are well-positioned to take full advantage. Offensively, the Patriots' balance continues to be a major strength. The interplay between Drake May and the supporting cast of receivers and running backs allows for sustained drives while keeping the defense guessing. Against a Chargers team that may be adjusting to the absence of a cornerstone rusher, the ability to mix inside runs with quick passes and controlled downfield shots becomes even more valuable. This versatility forces the opposing defense to cover every inch of the field and prevents them from overcommitting to any single strategy. The depth and skill in New England's offensive lineup give the team the flexibility to exploit mismatches and maintain momentum throughout the game. Special teams will also play a significant role in this matchup. Field position, coverage, and even the occasional big return can swing momentum and add layers of pressure on an already vulnerable Chargers offense. In tight contests, the performance of the kicking game, punt coverage, and return units can become decisive, particularly when offensive and defensive matchups are closely contested. Patriots fans have reason to trust that this unit will operate effectively, complementing the strategic efforts of the offense and defense in critical moments. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Your support helps us bring you the latest updates on the New England Patriots. And of course, drop your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from Patriots fans. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the league, the New York Giants reportedly made a bold and unexpected maneuver that has left the New England Patriots scrambling for answers. Sources close to team insiders suggest that the Giants' front office has quietly shifted gears in a way that could dramatically alter the landscape of the upcoming season. While specifics are still under wraps, whispers around the league indicate that this could involve a key trade or a strategic signing, one that catches opponents off guard. For the Patriots, traditionally known for their meticulous preparation and calculated strategies, this development has triggered an immediate state of high alert. Coaches and scouts are reportedly reviewing game tapes, evaluating roster options, and brainstorming contingencies in response to the Giants' sudden activity. The situation has created a flurry of speculation among fans and analysts alike. Is New York positioning itself for a surprise, push into contention, or is this a high-stakes bluff intended to disrupt rival preparations. The intrigue is compounded by the Giants' historical tendency to act decisively when the stakes are high. Known for pulling off moves that others don't see coming, the team's current maneuver is being interpreted as a message not only to the Patriots, but to the entire league. Patriots fans, on the other hand, are bracing for the unknown as the team's normally steady rhythm faces a potential challenge. Early speculation suggests that the move could involve either bolstering the Giants' offensive firepower or shoring up a defensive vulnerability, either of which could have ripple effects across the AFC and NFC. League insiders caution that while nothing is confirmed, the intensity of the response from New England is telling. When a disciplined, methodical organization like the Patriots is visibly shaken, it usually signals that the move in question carries real weight. Analysts are now debating the implications. Could this set off a chain reaction of trades and countermoves, or is it a calculated one-off to gain psychological advantage? Either way, the next few weeks promise heightened drama, as both teams and the wider league watch closely to see how this unfolding story develops. For now, the Giants' maneuver remains shrouded in secrecy, fueling rumors and keeping fans on edge. If the whispers hold any truth, the Patriots may be in for a season full of surprises, and the rest of the league could be watching one of the most intriguing chess games in recent memory. That's it for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving fresh and exclusive Patriots news, make sure to subscribe and hit like. We always appreciate hearing your opinions in the comments. See you in the next one, Patriots Nation.